Russia resume.
Okay, I don't care about that. All right, let's
Hopes
watch
of
this.
bridging social and cultural gaps between Asia and the world. That's why we conduct all these street interviews that are super difficult to execute, because we believe that it's always best to hear directly from the people to take the accurate pulse of the public, regardless of what they believe or how well-informed or ill-informed they may be. Well, today's topic is something that we've been repeatedly asked to cover. As the US-China relations continue to deteriorate, the issue of Taiwan just keeps popping up. But let's be honest, most of us have absolutely no idea what's going on in Taiwan or what Taiwanese people are thinking. Isn't that the job of the media to find out? So our team was able to hit the streets of Taipei and ask ordinary Taiwanese people what they think of China. Again, if you still didn't know, we do not have any political affiliations. We're not left or right. We're not pro or anti-anything.
None of that pussy shit.
You know what we are? Curious. Just like so many young people around the world who genuinely wants to learn and understand what's going on in Asia through people's voices. So here we go.
其实最近台湾的新闻蛮常被国外的媒体报道的。那平常有在关注一些相关国外的报道吗？有的。
What should the US be doing about the Taiwanese conflict? Shut the fuck up about it and don't rock the boat. That's what they should be doing about it. But they can't. They can't stop it. They have to. They have to fucking they recognize Chinese dominance. They don't like it. And they're going to use anything and everything they can.
多多少少有注意。
有，我非常重视就是国外对台湾的报道。
在那个社交媒体上会看到很多，或是 YouTube 上会有就看到那个国外对台湾的想法之类的。
像会报道到的就是两大方面，第一方面是中国的武力侵犯台湾，就是他们的飞机的军机，然后侵犯到我们的航空领界线。然后第二个就是台湾的半导体。
那各方对台湾的主权有很多不同的立场和见解，像中国大陆很清楚地表明台湾是他们的一部分，但是我们也经常在西方媒体听到说台湾是一个独立的国家。所以作为一个生活在台湾的当地人，你觉得台湾媒体传递的讯息比较偏向哪一种？
我觉得都有因为台湾是一个民主的社会，所以很多不同的立场跟方式都大家可以接受这样子。
就是我们目前台湾就是讲蓝绿嘛，在我们感觉上是比较偏向绿的方面，就是属于民进党方面的。至于蓝的这一方面呢，新闻媒体是比较少，蓝的是比较支持统一，就是现阶段是支持维持。
Thank you, Show Sleepy ZZZ for the 5 good subs.
然后未来的目标就是统一。那绿的话呢，就是比较支持独立。
台湾当地的媒体其实有很多不同的角度，但是我个人看完之后，其实台湾的媒体传递的讯息很多是扭曲。
What is this new Austinox? POV, you posted about a 35-year-old man who wanted to fuck high schoolers because of their lack of sexual experiences on Twitter.com. What are you gonna do about it, bro? I mean, come on. What's the FBI going to do about it? Apparently, legal age is illegal. Hasan being boring, old, shitty garbage as always. Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. The reason 18... I don't even like the fucking problematic age gap discourse, but come the fuck on. There's a reason why he only said 18 and 19 and didn't say... another age group that exact same principle fucking applies to, okay? People get so mad about this shit, dude. Jesus Christ. People making jokes about MBB turning 18 and saying the wildest shit's so sketchy and unfunny. What? Also, he personally hit on a 17-year-old or 16-year-old. I don't know if she was 17 or 16 on Twitch.tv. So there was that too. You think about 18-year-old porn stars, should the limit be higher? Here's what I'm saying, okay? I'm not talking about like fucking the problematic age gap. What I think is fucking weird and gross about what he's saying is the reasoning behind it. Because the reasoning behind why he thinks like young girls are hot is literally the same exact reason that he, in certain instances, at least in practice, is applied to a 17 or a 16-year-old, okay? It's the innocence, hello. You get it? And to be fair, like, there's no way to describe that without coming across like a gigantic fucking weirdo, unless you're also 18 or 19.
And 19.
Got it? Understand it? Alright, let's continue.
而且恶意的偏向他自己所谓的角度，其实大部分媒体传播的角度其实很大的问题的，而且都是某层面上看起来根本就是违法的，而且违反是中华民国的法律嘛。其实大部分的媒体到现在目前为止都搞不清楚，我们目前真正的国号叫中华民国，英文叫 Republic of China, so it is a China, but they don't want it. 所以大部分人都搞不太清楚这件事情。那所以我觉得媒体连这件事情都搞不清楚的时候，后面他们传递的讯息，其实可信度多少就各凭自己的了解跟认知了。
如果以台湾的媒体报道来看的话，我觉得大部分台湾的媒体是比较主张台湾独立的。那也因为现在我想台湾的媒体目前我不认为是非常公平、非常平衡的报道啦，所以我想在台湾的人民应该听到了很多，大部分是属于台湾要独立的讯息吧。这应该是我们蔡总统传达出来的讯息。
他也没有说台湾是中国的但他也没有太表明，因为他也不敢表明自己的立场吧。我觉得可能因为有政治的利益关系，所以不敢去讲自己该想讲的话。
我绝对是能理解他的做法，因为身为一个国家领导人，我觉得太激进、太冲的话，可能也是会很容易引发国家之间的战争或什么。
那你个人觉得台湾是独立的吗？还是你觉得我们是他们的部分？
我自己个人认为台湾是独立的，但是我不认为台湾在这个国家被国际还已经被认可。
It's not.
对，就是还没有到达officially 独立。对我来说，我觉得跟中共的密切关系绝对是能带来经济很好的成长，但是我又不希望台湾原有的这个民风淳朴的这个好的文化被他们破坏掉，因为我非常知道，如果他们统治了之后会变怎么样子，所以我还是希望我们能够保有言论自由跟台湾。
So that's the thing, like, for the most part, it's not dissimilar to the Hong Kong stuff, where one of the major points of contention is Chinese social control. Okay? That is a gigantic problem. Like, it's true. It is a huge part of the process. A lot of people understand the economic power of aligning with China will bring, right? And they have been. That's the reason why it's just like, that's the reason why it is perfectly fine for many of these people to say like, yeah, we have a relationship with China. Of course we have to have a relationship with China. Except the Chinese social control is incredibly authoritarian. And it's true. It is incredibly authoritarian. There is make no mistake on that. Okay? And that is precisely the reason why so many people are like, no, fuck that. Of course, that would mean doom and gloom for us. Okay? Oh my God, you admit it? Wait, what? Dude, I feel like people never hear what I ever say. Like, people never fucking hear what I say and just assume what my positions are and just go along with it and then get mad. And then when I regularly and routinely admit things that I have said time and time again, you're like, what? Would you ever travel to China? Fuck yes. I absolutely would. Yeah, I would love for that. Şey, sana salata ısmarladım. İstediğin o hep yediğinden. Okay. All right, let's.
这些很好的文化，然后对我现在还在观察，就是如果香港真的变成了很可怕这样，或者说是新疆已经沦陷了嘛，新疆就是已经很可怕了，那我现在就是还在看香港这样。
我觉得台湾一定是独立的国家，我们就是一个独立的小岛，但我也不会。
This is the will you say Putin is bad discourse all over again? Yeah. Notice how like the fucking foreign policy heads are the most annoying chatters too. Because like they always abide by the same exact fucking tactics. If China stops its threats the very next day, I would bet most Taiwanese persons will be shouting, "We are Taiwanese" from rooftops. We are already independent. We just can't say it because of a big bully. Okay. Sure. How do you understand what they're saying? I don't speak Taiwanese. Oh, good one, dude.
就是我也不是所谓的台独立场，我觉得其实维持现状也蛮好的，因为我们现在该有的权利或者是什么，然后国际
CPC claims the reason for Chinese social control is to defend themselves from U.S. interference. What's your response to this? I mean, it's the same as like fucking Cuba. It's the same as all of these other countries that we have declared authoritarian. And there is authoritarianism in that kind of social control. Obviously, I am a preferrer, okay? My preference is the neoliberal method of control, the creating the idea that there is like some kind of free flow of information and you know, free information wins out ultimately, right? I believe that. I love that. That's what I advocate for. Okay? But the reality ultimately confirmed neoliberal. Yeah, I mean, this is another admission. Oh my God, something I've been saying for many, many fucking years. So that is my personal preference because, like, I am a socially liberal person, right? So I obviously believe in you know, degeneracy, hedonism, all that good stuff. And I do think that that is a great way to keep the population calm. And a lot of you dumb bitches unironically fucking exist in that society and constantly shit on it because you have this like mythologized fantasy fucking worldview of like what it would look like if there was authoritarian control where they cast all your enemies into the fucking fire. You know what I mean? Call me a dumb bitch one more time. Okay, dumb bitch.
实际上其实也是蛮认可我们的存在。
台湾就已经是一个独立的国家了，就是我们已经有我们自己的一些制度啊，然后我们的法令啊，那我们也有我们自己的这个
一个省啊，所以我一直不了解台湾是一个独立的国家这个 statement 跟这个 theory 到底是哪里来的？就算在目前民进党执政的状况底下，中华民国宪法也从来没有动过1分1毫啊。它的疆域也是非常清楚的啊。我们的宪法也没有改名自己要变成中华民国台湾。
所以你觉得，所以你个人觉得
He's about to say, I think Taiwan is a part of China because Taiwan is the Republic of China. He keeps saying it's the Republic of
台
China.
湾是中国的一部分是吗？
应该说两岸是中华民国的一部分。
因为我觉得我们也没有太
Yeah. No, he's saying like China is West Taiwan. Like there is no difference. Like that's how it is. Believe it or not, that's the real take. No, I know, I do believe it. What do you mean? I know that that's the take. I don't know why people fucking unironically think that that's not the case. But that doesn't mean anything because like there are people who feel that way, feel that like that's the unification, that's a real unification. Okay. But that position is not like I wouldn't say that that's like a very popular position. But I do think that is a position that is as he stated, isn't it still the position within its constitution? Left is saying base, then you wonder why people saying this chat is lib. No, people are saying that this is base because they don't understand what the fuck the man is explaining because they don't have anything, much like Americans. Congratulations, you've successfully turned 48% of chat against you for one nuanced take and another 48 against you for a different nuanced take. Us and the remaining 4% are not going to remain silent and say nothing, so we don't suffer too much from the reads you're about to receive.
太依靠像我们也没有太依靠他们的资源，或者我们也有出口给他们，所以我觉得我们算是可以独立自主的一个国家啦，对啊，因为大陆的话也蛮仰赖我们一些，比如说科技业啊或什么的资源，所以我觉得我们可以算独立。
那你觉得台湾有多少人的想法会是跟你一样的？
我觉得应该有60-70%吧，应该有吧，因为年轻人。对，我觉得应该有个60-70%。
所以你身边的朋友啊，你的同温层也是这样觉得？
差不多，
都不觉得我们是中国的一部分。
对，应该基本上是这样。
那你个人对于中国大陆的观感是什么？对他们的人民或是政府有没有什么印象？
其实中国大陆，我觉得这几年发展的真的是很厉害，然后也是蛮快速的。他们在硬体建设上是真的不得不佩服，特别是在无论是他们的桥梁，或者是建造，或者是高铁的建造，任何的，还有包括武器，这些都是硬体建设蛮厉害的。但是在软体方面，譬如说人民的素质、教育，特别是医疗，那么还有种种的一些环境卫生，这些可能就会需要很加强，要非常加强了。是，
我觉得人民就其实蛮友善的啊，因为其实我觉得就是中国人并不差。就我觉得，我并不讨厌中国人，我比较讨厌他们的政权。
首先，我不会叫他中国大陆，我会叫他中国。然后，我的印象嘛，第一个我没有去过中国，然后第二个是厌恶，第三个是恐惧。因为当这个政权，对，有人会说你要把这个政权跟下面的人分开，但是当整个政权它一直
Do you think China is better than the U.S. in terms of infrastructure and healthcare? I mean, I can't speak for healthcare, but infrastructure, yes. What? The fuck? Yeah, dude, it's like not even a question. What the fuck? Like we're not even fucking up. This is not even a up for debate. Like American healthcare is pretty dog shit too, but it's not like healthcare is not exactly wonderful in China either. But as far as infrastructure, bro, yes. Yeah, like that's not even a question.
整天到晚在威胁你，整天到晚在跟你说要打过来的时候，你很难不对他产生防卫心，你很难会想要说我也要去了解你。
那很多人会说我们的文化上很相近，像我们讲一样的语言啊，然后其他也有很多类似的习俗。那作为一个台湾人，你觉得你和中国人有什么关联吗？
我想某一程度的文化应该还是有一些相似点。那当然每个区域当然有自己的在地的一些文化，那这个可能跟他们也有比较不一样的地方。
现在目前的论述，很多人说，台湾人是独立的民族，或是独立的什么？不好意思，目前台湾人的主体是汉人。如果一个人他不是台湾原住民的话， 以目前的政治论述来说，他是没有资格讲他自己是台湾人的，因为我们都是汉人啊。大部分人台湾目前的所谓本省人，都不是本省人，真正的本省人是原住民啊。就如同美国人在屠杀印第安人的时候，然后堂而皇之的把美国人冠在自己头上，是一样的道理啊。就是说把这些人口全部干掉了，以后主体就变成我了。所以这个我觉得还是主要台湾现在的问题啊。这才是真正的转型正义要讨论的事情。
就我认同，我们都是一个华人大家庭，我们是一个种族，我们应该 help 一下的，我们要 gather。我们在经济上或者说是政治上，我们都应该要互相合作，在帮彼此。像最近有一个电影叫《上汽》，他虽然是中国人演的，他们也想要打入中国市场，但是作为我是台湾人，我看到一个华人英雄出来的时候，虽然很明显他们是讲的亲共，但是我自己内心我还是觉得说，哦。So proud of it， 就是我是一个华人，我们也可以当 Marvel 英雄这种感觉。
我的看法是不见，就是说大家一直在强调什么
He said they're one race. What do you mean? They are though. What the fuck? Like, I mean, technically they are. They're Chinese, bro. Like, what do you? Are you just like? I hate to fucking agree with like the fucking. It's actually. I mean, Han is an ethnicity. Okay, well they're. As far as racial dynamics goes, yes, they're Asian, and as far as ethnicity goes, they're in many instances they're Chinese. Taiwan is ROC is built on the repression and oppression by KMT and thus inherently reactionary, look at white terror. Why are you getting upset about that?
同文同种，但是并不一定就是讲同样的国语，就是说普通话或者是国语，就是。
He said Han Chinese, not Chinese, bruh. You are not being real, Lamont. Okay, Han Chinese.
一定是一个同一个国家。那
There are indigenous people in Taiwan.
加拿大他们也是讲英文，不是吗？那跟美国的之间的一个关系，就是所以我一直觉得说。 他们一直在强调同文同种，我们都是同样的祖先。
They think the Chinese nation is one race made up 56 ethnic groups united by Han culture. It's very scary. What would you rather have it be as? And I'm not saying this is a contentious, in a contentious way, but I do wanna know like why is it like? Taiwan belongs to Albania. Changed an ethnic policy in 2017 away from a Soviet-style policy of ethnic. They changed the ethnic policy in 2017 away from a Soviet-style policy of ethnic autonomy. You're still not describing what looks different. The Han Chinese race is an OP though. It was always an amalgamation of various other ethnic Asian peoples used as a propaganda to fortify their nationality. No, it is their way of centralizing power. In Turkey, we had alt kimlik. That was like the comparison, which of course was also quite controversial. Which is the claim that like you are Turkish no matter what, right? You're Turkish, but you have other underlying like ethnic separations. You can abide by those cultures, but ultimately you're still Turkish at the end, right? And it was obviously against the Kurdish population. In the United States of America, we don't even think about it at all because every single culture assimilates into American culture, which is an amalgamation of all of these other cultures, and it is never seen as like a contentious subject. by the third generation, every single fucking person that has immigrated into the United States has become an American. Okay? The only distinction of who is not an American is made on the boundaries of your skin color, exactly, or some of the ethnic differences that oftentimes are heavily racialized. You get it? Pan-Mongol reunification is the only good take. China belongs to the Turks, actually.
可是毕竟已经就是分开这么久了，我们都有创建我们自己的文化了。那一个这么民主自由的国家，怎么可能会跟他们一样？
那你觉得年轻的台湾人和老一辈的台湾人，在中国这个议题上面的看法，会不会有世代上的差距？
哦，那肯定会有世代上的差距啊，因为老中青三代的这个想法都不同，老有老的想法，中间年代有中间年代的想法。现在年轻人我们没有办法去，因为他们接触的这种知识层面比较广，所以有可能他的这个观念会比较新潮一点这样。那么老一辈的那就可能我在猜想，老一辈的他们还是比较愿意去接受这个中国大陆那边的这个思想吧，可能是这样吧。
我以前受的教育就是，我们要反攻大陆，然后我们要解救大陆的同胞。那我的孩子他们念的那时候，因为已经教改过了教育的版本，我们以前是国立编译馆。
Like the thing is, even if Taiwan wants to democratically organize towards independence, and that is what the majority of Taiwanese people, or the plurality, I guess, of Taiwanese people want after, not the plurality, but what Taiwanese people want is the majority, the overwhelming majority of Taiwanese people either want to not rock the boat, and a smaller portion of that, much smaller, much more marginal portion of that wants to not rock the boat and work towards unification with China, okay, which is a tiny, minuscule portion of this. A much larger portion of that wants to not rock the boat and continue with the current association and move towards independence. And another group of people want to not rock the boat indefinitely. Okay? But ultimately, they all believe in not rocking the boat. And Nancy Pelosi going to Taiwan is rocking the boat. That's it. So that dramatically undermines the interests of the actual people there. People in the chat unironically saying balkanized China as if balkanization of the USSR or Yugoslavia wasn't a gigantic disaster. Yeah, I mean, that is what they are advocating for, because that would be greatly beneficial to America's interests. China would not be a global hegemonic power, and it would completely destroy their economy in its entirety. And that is precisely why, yes, foreign policy advisors would like that. Yeah.
然后后来可能整个都改变过了，有纳入台湾的历史，所以年轻人会更清楚、更了解。那我们那时候完全不懂，我们就认为，我那时候真的也认为，我们有一天就是要统一，然后可能就都要回到中国大陆去。中国是属于中华民国的。
我反而不会用年龄层来判断这件事情，我反而会觉得它受到大数据跟演算法的影响有多深。
The Pelosi visiting Taiwan rocks the boat, but China constantly sending fighter jets across Taiwan Strait and into Taiwan's air defense zones rocks the boat too. Yes, it does. Also, on top of that is Taiwanese airspace being literally still directly on top of or underneath Chinese airspace would probably be one of the other reasons for that.
我有见过不止10个台湾的年轻人，他是能够比较正向的，或者是说比较中立的去看两岸的这些关系跟时事的。但我有遇到年纪很长的长辈，他们面对到大陆的时候，就是对方是邪恶的，对方是错误的，对方是水深火热的。所以我觉得反而是这些观众或者这些一般的民众跟选民，他们接收他们自己选择跟平常自己生活环境所接触到的资讯来源，会直接影响他到对于整个两岸还有对大陆的视野跟角度。
那假如说你现在要去中国玩或是出差，你是有办法自由出入他们的边境的吗？就可不可以有没有什么特殊签证？就稍微解释一下。
我们有台胞证。对，就是我们不能拿台湾的护照过去，我们要有一个台胞证。它以前是一个证书，但是现在变成一个卡。那个小卡就是说，你可以进出这样。对，那我忘记是不是要自己去办，还是要怎么样？就有一些手续，额外手续。那个时候是旅行社帮我办的。
你有试过，就是如果你在入境的时候拿护照，他们会怎么样？
这个不敢试。
就是不行，怕出事。
对啊，就是护照这个东西。
Taiwan airspace has more population of mainland China's Fujian than Taiwan's whole population of 25 million. Tricky question is that the U.S. tends to enforce the top of the hour onto its civilians. Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. God damn it. That was such a bad bait, too. Like, why did I fucking read that? God damn it. I really need to stop reading everything I see in the fucking chat. You know what I'm saying? God freaking damn it, dude. But, alas, at the top of the hour, there is an airspace invasion. You know, sound off the air raid sirens. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. That's the first one you got me on in like the past 72 hours. Now, if you no longer want to see those fucking ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, where you get one free Prime subscription a month. You can also get gifted a sub if you're a good boy or girl. That's the only way to defend yourself from the top of the hour ad break. Majora's 94, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Milo TICM2, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
在中国不通用吧，就是我们去可能要去 bar 要去干嘛，在中国内地要我的身份证就是一个台胞证，你拿护照出来是没有用的。对。
那除了申请签证之外，你觉得有没有什么其他因素是有可能会对于你出入中国边境造成
Yeah, this is the Taiwanese airspace. For the record. This is the airspace Taiwan claims, and why the news is allowed to run with China is in that airspace every week. Yeah. So when chatters say like, oh, China is like doing fucking China is entering Taiwanese airspace, that's, you know, okay. Millionaire, by the way. Cone in the pool fo today. Thank you for the 5 get the subs. Only flights over the median is reported as incursions. You are misinformed. Yes, dude. Look at the fucking median. What do you mean? More accurate pic of the airspace invasion. Oh, I actually was gonna pull this up. Hold on. Fuck, it's paywalled. I can't show you. Republic of China administrative claims. By the way. No flights in the whole box are reported as incursions. If they're over the median, the incursion location is also reported. If they're incursions over mainland China, then it's reported as an incursion. Source, former Air Force intel. I did not know that. Can you explain something to me? I know nothing about this. So when China says Taiwan belongs to them, I assume they may have some actual control over their government, or is it just pressure? I don't know. What do you mean? When China says Taiwan belongs to them, I assume they have some actual control over their government. Well, they're just saying that those are, like, China's position is that those are their people in Taiwan. Some of which they fucking owned, like, you know, defeated, and some of which they sent there. Okay? And they say that they own the land as well. Like, they control it. But as it stands, they can, as it stands, you know, that they can have their own system. Okay, we already ran the fucking top of the hour ad break. Okay, please stop trying to debate me. Current situation of Uyghurs in China is a genocide. I actually don't know. I'm not going to get into that right now. Okay. You say it's like, what do you call it? You say it's like Puerto Rico, American Samoa, and any other American territory, but but there is also an ethnic difference there, where like the majority of American Samoa are still ethnically Samoan, whereas there are still like Han Chinese people that live there. Chinese people, they all see themselves as Chinese across the board. So that's the difference. Also, there isn't like a historical precedent for the Puerto Rican Constitution laying claim to the entirety of mainland United States of America. As a leftist, I have a hard time seeing any other position than Taiwanese should decide for themselves, but I'm not exactly sure what to advocate policy-wise in the U.S. Well, if you want the Taiwanese to put it themselves, then, you know, America should not involve themselves. Selected Chinese sorties into Taiwanese airspace. They went from calling it a genocide to cultural genocide, the cultural museumification in reference to the Uyghurs. Yeah, that is what the AP, that's what the Associated Press did. As far as what Nancy Pelosi was doing, she was just being a fucking psycho. Okay? That's it. And you will always find people that agree with that kind of decision, no matter how insane it is. And what the American media will do is probably only put up people that agree with Nancy Pelosi's decision and portray it as like a black and white issue rather than a more complicated one, in an effort to, you know, continue fucking doing the bidding of the American State Department, which is utilizing Taiwan as a cudgel against China, weaponizing Taiwan against mainland China, okay, in an effort to undermine China's regional dominance, as China becomes the global hegemonic power. That's it.
Al-Qaeda.
And we're done with that part of the broadcast. We're done with that part of the broadcast.